everyone, and thank you for tuning into this discussion about Fulton County's newest high school, the Promise Career Institute. My name is Lauren Mobley, and I am the Media Education and Technology Instructor here at Promise. And I am so excited and truly honored to be joined by the Grand Dame, leader of the Tigers, the HPIC head principal in
I
charge,
like it.
our school principal, Miss Yalanda Bell. Welcome.
Thank you. That was a fantastic or a tiger-tastic intro,
Oh my
Miss
god,
Mobley.
the Tiger
I really
Tastics.
appreciate it. And thank you for having me in this beautiful space that we have. I know people can't see it, but we just have amazing setup. So I'm excited to be here.
We're excited to have you, Principal Bell. Now, Principal Bell, not only do you have an amazing resume and you've done some amazing work, but you're just an amazing person. Like in the short time I've known you, there's just like a kindness and warmth that radiates from you, and it is already impacting our school. So thank you so much for being a light.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much for those kind words. It is amazing to be here. So that what you see is very genuine. Being the principal of the Promise Career Institute has been a light in my life. And so I am just very excited to be here and to lead this school.
Would you mind telling listeners briefly about yourself?
Sure. My name is Yolanda Bell. I have been with Fulton County since 2014. So prior to that, I taught in Gwinnett County Public Schools for 10 years. I taught marketing. I felt like it was the most fun subject area in the school. I taught marketing, I taught sports marketing and fashion marketing. And then after that, I went to work for the district office for a year before I came here as executive director of career, technical, and agricultural education. So I was in that position until 2020. In that position, it was about leading all types of different career pathways, brought in a lot of healthcare science programs, gaming, animation, and then helped co create the academics and the ideas and concepts for Innovation Academy, Global Impact Academy, the College and Career Academy. And then in 2020, got a little bit of a different position where I expanded the things that I was leading that included pre K. Pre K was amazing as a high school teacher. That was a completely different program to lead and support. So I'm so grateful for that opportunity. I think that informed some of the things that we have happening here. And then I also led health and PE, fine arts, performing arts, talented and gifted, a lot of the elective program areas, along with JRTC and CTAE. And then I started planning the Promise Career Institute. So I looked back at some emails. I don't know about you, but I am bad at deleting. So, so I can go back and look at the very first email about the Promise Career Institute, which was back in 2021 when we were calling it middle college. So to go from that to seeing it in place has just been amazing and so rewarding.
Well, 3 years actually isn't that long though when you think about it.
And it
It's like,
flies by.
yeah, wow. So great that you started, bringing it back to the school because I wanted you to kind of introduce our listeners to the school. Of course, I know what it is. I work here, but a lot of people don't really know what about our school. It makes it unique. And what we do here at Promise. So, would you mind speaking to that? Introduce everyone to our school.
Yes. So the Promise Career Institute is a amazing school that I have continued to say is the first of its kind here in the state, if not in the nation. So here we are focused on what's called the Accelerated Career Diploma. So our students leave with over 30 college credits for free. So, what makes our school different from a traditional school? We are a magnet school focused on dual enrollment. Students take an abbreviated high school experience, and then they are college students when they start off their junior year. So if you go to another school, you might do some dual enrollment. You might do a couple courses, but here all of our students are going to be college students. So the Promise Career Institute is a high school and a college on one campus. And we're focused on a lot of areas that are high demand, high wage, high interest careers here in Metro Atlanta. So that includes logistics, digital media and animation, cybersecurity, networking, welding, early childhood education. And then we have students that go over to Atlanta Tech in the areas of automotive, avionics, and diesel technology.
Such amazing pathways for them to study. And what type of students attend PCI?
That has always been an interesting question for me because I don't think that we can classify it under one student, right? So I think we have a lot of students here that are just looking for a different type of experience. They are here because they wanted a little bit of a smaller learning environment. I believe that there are also students that are here because of the interest in those areas. Our students are very well versed and know about cybersecurity and digital media and animation and graphic design. And so I think that there's a lot of students that are interested in like those IT careers. They know about the film industry here in Yollywood. That's what they call it. The fact that we are now like the number one state to do business with here in Georgia. So I think our students are just aware of just different opportunities, but they're really, to me, looking for something that is just different, something that is really going to ignite a interest and a passion around what they want to do.
So cool. And so I'm also interested to know, like, why should students come here? Or our listeners might be wondering. I know. But, why should students come here? And students who maybe in, middle school, going to the ninth grade, they're not necessarily thinking about, oh, I want to go to the school because it's going to be a great future or the career, the certification I'll earn. But like, what are some benefits to being in school here now?
Yeah. So I think there are lots of benefits to coming to the Promise Career Institute. One is I think it is the culture that we have built here. We are treating our students, like I said, it is a high school and a college environment in one. So we are treating our students not necessarily like full fledged adults, but we are ingraining in them some good habits and practices. So, for example, we don't have bells, right? Um, so we're
Very
teaching our
unique.
students to really take responsibility for themselves and helping them and giving them some support to get to their classes on times. Just, those professional skills that it doesn't matter what career you're going into. It's just things that those good skills that you need to know, whether you're 13 years old or you're 45 years old, right? And so I think it's that. I also think it's some of the things that we're doing here, like, for example, our Future Fridays. So, Future Fridays is a way for students to take some sessions and workshops that are about their personal and professional interest. So we have everything from African drumming to Dungeons and Dragons to that's a lot of times where our clubs are doing things, our clubs and activities like drama club, art club. We have one of my favorite sessions is led by our graduation coach. It's called the Face Card Never Declines.
Yes.
So I love that class. There was one time I went in there where one of our male students was in there and he said, Miss Bell, look at my skin.
I'm glowing.
So it's just also a way, I think a lot of our students have really increased their social skills because nowadays students are so much on social media or on their cell phones, that they're not necessarily socializing as much as we did when we were in school. They're not talking to each other. And we've just created some safe spaces for them to really get to know each other, meet each other. And really, it's about the culture here at PCI. That's why I think kids would want to come.
One of the things I think that makes PCI unique is its location. There's so many things happening in College Park, and there's so much bustling on
Mm.
Main Street. How important is it for the school to be connected with the community and, fostering those relationships?
So this community has been fantastic. The College Park community, Mayor Motley Broom. So from the very beginning, they have been so excited about the school coming to College Park, not only for the careers, but they are really invested just in our students being successful. So our first day, we rolled out the orange carpet. We had pom poms and things like that, and we had the neighbors were over here cheering our students on when they came in for the first day. Like, how incredible is that? Especially at a high school, right? Sometimes you see that at the elementary level, but for our community to be cheering on our high schoolers when they came in here was just really good. We also have had some of the neighborhood associations here for meetings. Um, I met a couple who they own a podcasting company. So I think that they have been up here already. If not, we'll have to make sure to get them up here.
Yes, please.
Because
Let's
they
connect.
saw the studio and they were like, this is what we do. We want to talk about careers and help our students, because podcasting is something that can go into any career or anything that you want to
Right.
do. And so there was a gentleman here that was in marketing. He's like, I can teach your students about, presentation skills and marketing, things that everybody needs. And so the community has just really wrapped their arms around us. I also want to point out one of the Future Friday sessions was our financial literacy teacher took the students down Main Street, and then the Main Street Business Association told all the businesses that the students were coming. They talked about how they market their business, who their customers are. So our students got to take a little bit of a field trip. And I know you've gone to the library as part of Future Friday. So yeah, we're really embracing our community partners within the school.
That's awesome. What opportunities will local businesses have to get involved in supporting students in school programs?
So there are lots of opportunities. I definitely think coming in during those Future Friday sessions is a great opportunity. I want to make sure that our audience understands that even though we have some specific programs here, we are always looking for opportunities for other types of career awareness for our students, especially those freshmen and sophomores that haven't really decided on what they want to do yet, right? Especially, or even our juniors and seniors. And so having community partners come in for Future Friday, I think is a great opportunity. Partnering with us around different events. And so we are having a expo for our middle schoolers and our high schoolers. We're having, we're trying to do some of the same activities you would if you were traditional school, so proms and things like that. I just think it would be great if our community partners could come in and help us with some of those activities as well.
That's awesome. Do you have like a message that you want to leave us with as far as how awesome our school is? I mean, you've done a great job selling it. I'm sold. I want to come
Well,
here.
you're here.
It really is a great place. But do you have a final words? This won't be the last we hear from you, but
I mean, I think that the best thing to do is come check us out. So there are going to be some Saturday tours set up for students and parents. That way you can come in, you can see the building, you can see the innovative spaces, you can see this podcasting suite, you can see the amazing equipment that we have throughout our school. And for example, in welding, the welding simulators and bays. We have a forklift simulator. We have a supply chain management simulator that was built by Amazon and Walmart to replicate what happens in their industry. So I think my final message would be, if you are interested in the Promise Career Institute, come check us out. You will feel the love, you will feel the culture, and when you come into the school. I'm hoping that in some of our tours, we can have some of our student leaders here also on Saturdays, because I think the most important thing is for you or for any audience member to hear from our students. So that's why I'm really excited about this podcasting suite. I think, and the work that you have been doing in making sure that there is student voice here at the school. I think that the most important thing about PCI is about our students and their experiences and how they are feeling. So I think that I'm excited about the work that's happening. I'm excited about our students being able and messaging about what PCI is about.
absolutely. Thank you so much for stopping by and making time
Thank
to do
you.
this. I can't imagine how busy you are. Um, but before I let you go, how can our listeners connect with you and learn more about PCI?
So you can always go to our website to learn more about PCI. You are always more than welcome to email me. My email address is Bellym at fultonschools.org. It is out there on our website. I know you have done a fantastic job of making sure that our website is updated and it's got all of our information.
I try.
Application is on there. You do a
I
great
try.
job. But that is definitely the best way to get in touch with us, because all of our information is up there.
Thank you so much again. I said thank you a million times because
You're
I'm
good.
grateful.
I'm grateful to have you here. We have phenomenal. We have a phenomenal faculty and staff.
We do. We
Yeah.
do. We've got the best teachers. You have it. The Promise Career really is just a fantastic place for students and teachers. And I'm not just saying that because I work here. I'm being honest. There are so many opportunities for students, parents, and community members to get involved. And we hope to see you here soon. Thank you for listening. Again, please follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook.